All right, lots of wild happenings on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores of what went down. The Yotes were looking to steal 2 points against the Sharks. San Jose puts in a workmanlike effort in this one, and they get the win. The Red Wings were hoping to play spoiler against the Capitals. Detroit takes this one thanks to a strong defensive effort. Don't go anywhere. We've got much more here on the show. Well, some fun, some drama, a little bit of everything on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of those scores around the league. The Blue Jackets were looking to grab points on the road against the Canadiens. Montreal pulls one out of the fire in a tightly contested affair. The Flames were in a dogfight on the road up against the Wild. Calgary tallies the OT winner. The Canucks took to the ice for a collision with the Blackhawks. Vancouver pops like popcorn in this one, and they skate away with the win. We got to take a quick break, everybody, but we've got a lot more to get to. Stay with us. Let's check in on some of the final scores across the league tonight. The Ducks took on the Canadiens. Montreal took it to the net in this one, and they picked up the win. The Flames were in tough with the Maple Leafs. Calgary pads the stats on this particular night. Everybody gets in on the scoring action in the win. The Sharks were on the road to take on the Oilers. Edmonton takes this one on the heels of a spectacular show in the shootout. Lots more still to come, including the story in MMA, the hardwood, and more. Stay with us. Now let's take a look at some of the rest of the action tonight in the NHL. The Wild played a game against the Penguins. Pittsburgh peppers the opposition with a strong offensive performance for the win. The Red Wings were hoping to come up with 2 points on the road against the Flames. Calgary tested their skills in the shootout portion, and they passed with flying colors in the skills competition. The Predators went toe-to-toe on the road against the Sharks. Nashville played pad the stats night en route to the victory. We got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more coming up on the other side. Stay with us. All right, let's take a look at some of the final scores in the league tonight. The Oilers had a tall order to fill as they tried to take two on the road against the Sharks. Edmonton takes this one in a tightly contested affair. The Wild played on the road against the Predators. Minnesota played maybe one of their strongest games of the year at both ends of the ice and get the win. The Kings were hoping to fly high on the road against the Rangers. Los Angeles takes the win in a very close game. Hey, a few more hot button issues we got to get to. It's a jam-packed show tonight. Stick around. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and what went down tonight on the ice. The Bees battled it out against the Rangers. Boston plastered their opponents with a big offensive output. The Isles were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Lightning. The New York Islanders took it in overtime. The Blues faced off against the Blackhawks. Chicago pushes on through with the shootout win. Hey, we got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more on the other side. Don't even think about leaving us. I want to bring it back to him for just a second here. When you look at trying to project who's going to win what awards this season, I'll say this. I think you're looking at the leading candidate for the Lady Byng Award. Most gentlemanly player. And it's not to suggest he's soft. He plays hard. He competes. He's not dirty. Goes out there and delivers. Right? That's a guy you can trust out there. I think that's why he's earned a lot of respect from his teammates as well. But I think if I'm going to pencil in a winner right now, I'm going to lean towards him to claim the Lady Byng Award. All right, we'll take some of your predictions. Phones are wide open right now. All right, at this time, everyone, we'll catch you up on what went down in all the action in the league tonight. The Coyotes had their hands full with the Flames. Calgary torches the opposition with a big night offensively. The Leafs had an on-ice collision with the Islanders. The New York Islanders turned it up to 11 in this one and easily pick up the win. The Kraken played a game against the Rangers. Seattle terrorized the goalie with a monster offensive display. We are as cool as ice, and we are bringing you many more stories from the NHL. We're doing it next. Look, I think we can all agree We like how he plays. We like the skill set. But you have got to play with a little more fire, a little more compete. You gotta turn that care meter up. Like, find that dial that goes to 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Turn it up, crank that sucker up. And I think that's exactly the message that the coaching staff has been trying to preach. The skill's there, the talent's there, but man, it is frustrating to watch when it doesn't come together on a regular basis. Back to the phones we go. We got Pedram on line 4. I think a real positive story that we've seen, and I think it's fair to kind of get to, and we've talked about it, I think, a few times already, but his bounce back this season. It was a clunker of a year last year for him, but he's bounced back in a big way, and I think that's a huge sigh of relief organizationally. To me, I think he always had it in him. I thought it would be just more of a blip on the radar than it would be a long-term problem. And I think that's proving to be the case here right now, where he's performed really well. I like to see he's got his confidence back, and I think that's critical with his game, because I don't think it's ever been a physical thing. To me, it was just probably more mental last season, and he's shining brightly this time around. All right, time for a quick break. We got a lot more to get to on the other side. Well, busy night in the National Hockey League. Let's see what happened elsewhere on the ice. The Oilers faced off with the Stars. Edmonton proved to be a little too much to handle in this night. The Avalanche paired up with the Canadiens. Montreal takes this one with a strong effort at both ends of the ice. The Wild played on the road against the Rangers. The New York Rangers took it to the net in this one, and they picked up the win. We got to take a quick break, but we got a lot more coming your way next. Time to take a look at what happened around the league as we check in on some of the scores. The Wild paired up with the Devils. New Jersey terrorizes their opponents with the win. Elsewhere on the ice tonight, the Stars were looking to steal 2 against the Red Wings. Dallas puts on a show in the shootout, and they get the 2 points. The Blues were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Canadiens. Montreal toughs one out and pick up the win. The story on the ice continues in a moment. Hey, no shortage of action and drama on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at what happened elsewhere. The Devils were on the road up against the Sabres. Buffalo picks apart their opponents surgically with the win. The Jets took to the ice to battle the Capitals. Winnipeg took this one with a strong defensive effort in their own end. The Canes took to the road to match up with the Coyotes. Carolina pounds the opposition into submission with a big goal-scoring night. Lots more to get to on the ice. Stay with us, everybody. All right, at this time, let's get you caught up on all the action on the ice tonight. The Bruins were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Devils. New Jersey topples the opposition with a big goal-scoring effort. The Islanders took to the ice to lock up with the Hurricanes. The New York Islanders terrific in the shootout, and they get the extra point. The Jets were in a dogfight on the road against the Kraken. Seattle taps into another gear and pick up the 2 points in the win. Hey, we got to pay a couple of bills here, but we got a lot more action we got to get to. Stay with us. Well, let's take a look at how the standings were impacted with some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Cats look to run roughshod over the Devils. Florida pile drive their opponents with a huge offensive night. No shortage of action in the National Hockey League. Let's take a look at elsewhere what went down. The Blue Shirts took to the road to match up with the Maple Leafs. The New York Rangers took this one with a strong defensive effort in their own end. The Knights were hoping to take a bite out of the Canucks. Vancouver. Those were pretty pointed comments from the coaching staff to say, hey, look, you need to tighten it up on the ice. You are way too undisciplined out there. We've tried to talk to you about this, and you're not getting the message. I don't know what's next, but I would think that maybe some playing time that could be shaved if you're not going to listen to what the coaching staff's telling you. But look, too many reckless penalties. It's hurting the team. But I thought it was pretty public from the coach's sentiment there, from those comments, that he needs to tighten it up. All right, meantime, some other interesting comments around the NHL here. Okay, everybody, let's take a quick look at some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Kings were on the road to take on the Blues. St. Louis tore it up on the ice. It almost seemed like everybody got in on the scoring in the win. The Hawks were looking to steal 2 points against the Lightning. Tampa Bay partied it up in the win with a huge offensive effort. A very special guest drops by on the show, and we'll do that next. All right, let's go around the horn and see what happened elsewhere around the NHL tonight. The Bolts were hoping to play spoiler against the Islanders. Tampa Bay takes this one in a fun one. The Ducks were looking to grab points on the road against the Blackhawks. Anaheim posts a shutout as they get an absolute masterpiece between the pipes. The Kraken played a game against the Wild. Seattle takes this one in a tightly contested affair and the bragging rights to go with it. We'll check the inbox, we'll check the text line and hear what you have to say next. Along with Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cybulski here in the broadcast booth. They are ready to drop the puck on OT. Oh, you can feel the tension in this arena. Sudden death overtime is underway. Stopped by the goaltender. He got a little piece of that one. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. It scores! Good night, OT winner. Wow, did they work for that one tonight.
Man, that's a great play. Anybody can receive that puck. It's right in the middle of the blade. It's flat, it's hard, it's crisp. What a beautiful pass.
And that'll do it from ringside, everyone. For Ray Ferraro, my name is James Cybulski. Get home safely. Thanks so much for joining us. Great night to be on the couch and watching hockey. Tons of scores around the league. Let's take a look at what went down. The Devils were in a dogfight on the road up against the Wild. New Jersey put the nail in the coffin to pick up the overtime win. There were other games beyond just this one here in the NHL tonight. Let's get you caught up on some of those finals. The Avs took to the ice for a collision with the Golden Knights. Colorado turned it up to 11 in this one and easily pick up the win. The Blackhawks took on the Bruins. Chicago popped home the winner in the extra frame and get the 2 points in overtime. Lots more puck talk coming your way, and we'll get to it next. Was there any volatility in the standings across the NHL tonight? Well, let's take a look at some of the final scores to find out. The Panthers were in tough with the Capitals. Washington tightens it up when they needed to most, and they preserved the victory. The Sens were on the road to take on the Canadiens. Ottawa played a sound defensive game and pick up the regulation win. The Sabres were hoping to come up with 2 points on the road against the Flyers. Philadelphia technically superior in this one, and they skate away with the victory. Don't even think about touching that dial or touching that button. We've got plenty more on the ice, and that's next. Let's take a look at the rest of the action on the ice tonight in the National Hockey League. The Blue Jackets went toe-to-toe on the road against the Avalanche. Columbus pounds the opposition with a strong offensive display. The Wild played on the road against the Kings. Minnesota turns it up to another level in this one, and they pick up the win. The Maple Leafs had a tall order to fill as they tried to take 2 on the road against the Islanders. The New York Islanders terrorized the opposition with a magical offensive display. We got a jam-packed show. We've got a lot more stuff we got to get to, so don't even think about going anywhere. Stay with us. Busy night of action on the ice. Let's take a look at some of the finals that are in from tonight. The Sharks were hoping to fly high on the road against the Stars. Dallas tramples their opponents with a big offensive night. The Capitals battled it out against the Blackhawks. Chicago powers their way to victory, showing a lot of grit in both ends of the ice. The Kraken played a game against the Ducks. Anaheim took this one in a shootout as they get the extra point. Time for a quick break, but we got a lot more coming up on the ice next. In the final moments of this period, we got a tie game. Under a minute to go here in regulation time. Works it across to Kotkaniemi. Carolina's crossed the line and on the attack. And that slides right out to center ice. And the puck skips off the glove. Slides it diagonally to Hischier. Along the right side into the offensive zone. Quick pass to Bach. Now he takes it over the line. Hischier's taking it from his own end. New Jersey's moving it up the ice. Here's a chance. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Had to be sharp. That's a grade A chance.
And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. Oh, that's off the blocker. What a stop. Scores!
The deadlock's broken. That's a big goal, and they put him into the lead. What a clutch goal here at this time of the game. The game's tied. You're looking for that next push without taking too many chances. They scored late, and it kind of feels like that's it.
Crowd's buzzing, ready to get things back underway, and I think the officials are too. Hughes wins it. Shot! And he comes up with it. The Bruins are on the save-the-date calendar next for these guys.
Yeah, fans of both teams will really look forward to that matchup. It's generally a pretty aggressive game.
Never an off night in this league. And that's all she wrote from this one here tonight. The Hurricanes were better tonight. Problem. Let's take a look around the league and some of the final scores out there tonight. The Devils were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Hurricanes. New Jersey puts in a full 60-minute effort to pull this one out. Well, with this one in the books, let's get you caught up on some of the other final results in the NHL tonight. The Wild paired up with the Blues. St. Louis turns in a complete effort, and it's enough to pick up the win. The Maple Leafs faced off against the Capitals. Toronto posts a shutout with a strong defensive effort. Don't go anywhere. We've got much more here on the show. All right, let's get all you poolies and all you hockey fans caught up on all the action out on the ice tonight. The Flames had their hands full with the Kings. Calgary tested their skills in the shootout, and they passed the test brilliantly. The Pens had an on-ice collision with the Blue Jackets. Columbus posts a win in a tightly contested affair. The Bulls faced off with the Sabres. Buffalo terrorized the opposition with a magical offensive display. We got to take a quick break, everybody, but we've got a lot more to get to. Stay with us. Here in the late going of the frame, it's all tied up. Under a minute to play in this dandy. And he hangs on to the puck. Through center along the wing. Whacks it into the offensive zone. The Devils scoop it up along the boards. Oh, he'd like to have that pass back. Puck picked up by Dermott. Fires it. Oh, what a save by Hart. Here he is in front. Oh, and another stop.
He's sharp on that one. Nowhere to go for the puck.
Oh, just inches wide.
Doesn't miss it by much, James. That's a really good shot. You got to get it on the net.
Shuts it down with the paddle. What a stop.
And he came out and challenged him. Good save.
A critical draw here. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Moves it quickly over to Farabee. They gain the zone from the left side. New Jersey's gained possession along the boards. Can't make the connection on the pass. There's the buzzer, and that means drama looms with overtime, and it's coming up in just a matter of moments. It's do or die, and it's hero time. It's overtime. Let's go.
James, he's only one goal away from the next plateau. He's really working the puck now.
Hamilton's got it behind the net. Cutting to the front of the net. Let's go! They win it! They win it! They win it in overtime! A special night made even more special with this fan base that is simply rabid. Unreal.
got to get rid of that puck in a hurry from that spot on the ice. You're in the high slot, you're open, but you know everybody's converging on you.
Well, a little bit of a mutual admiration society between the fans and the home team, and I think everybody loves this.
It's a win-win for everybody. You get to see your players out on the ice. The players get to acknowledge the fans and their support. Just put the wins on the board. You get to go out and say hi after.
That'll do it from all of us here tonight at EA Sports. As one chapter ends, another begins. There you heard it. Welcome back, everybody. There it is, the call that I think a lot of people appreciated in the arena. Still show a sign of respect. 100 career goals. That's no easy feat for anybody. I think it's just to make it to the NHL to begin with, let alone 100 career goals to this point. A remarkable achievement, and I don't think there's any signs of slowing down just yet either. So congratulations to them. I want to look at some of these other numbers and look at some... All right, lots of wild happenings on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores of what went down. The Flyers were looking to steal 2 against it. You know, when you look at the run that he has had over the course of his career, I mean, he's already built a pretty good resume to make a case for the Hall of Fame. A couple of Stanley Cups, has just been an absolute cornerstone for this franchise. But I also think he's not done yet, right? Like, I'm not ready to retire him just yet. I'm personally speaking, I'm wondering, does he still have enough for a 3rd Stanley Cup? Can he win again? Can he take this team over the top one more time? I personally speaking, I think he has it in him. I think that there's still another run here in him and his ability. But I'm going to turn this over to you. Phone lines are open now. You got a few people already jumping in here. What say you? Can they go the distance with him leading the charge again? Let's go to Danny on line 3. Hey, Danny. Here in the late goings of the period, the Hurricanes are holding on to a one-goal lead. It's 5-4. Hughes gains possession at center ice. Great hands to handle the saucer feed. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
That's in a dangerous spot. He makes a good save here.
Dismiss that chance.
Those bang-bang plays are just so quick. Puck on the stick, puck off the stick. The goalie's got to be in the right position or they're not going to make that quick save.
And another stop. They are swarming around like bees here in the O-zone. Grabs the puck behind the net. Along the wall to Hughes. Here's a shot. Oh, what a save by the Tendy. Point to point, they pass it around. Cut it to the net. And scores! New game!
They showed no frustration as they tried to claw their way back in. One shot, one rebound, whatever it is. Now they're tied. I can't imagine they thought this was even possible. They played so poorly early in the game. They've worked their way all the way back to tie the score.
New Jersey's late third-period goal certainly opens up a lot of decision-making for the coaches, doesn't it?
It does, but they must feel pretty good about their position because they just scored. I suspect they've got a little bit of a leg up, even though the game is tied.
Scores! The go-ahead goal!
This game has been tight. Now somebody's got a leg up. That's some slick passing right there. There's not much room to thread that pass onto the tape, but it's perfect. And the shooter just has to capitalize.
New Jersey's got the one-goal lead here in the third.
Like lots about the way that they've played, this goal is well earned, and now they have a chance to win this game.
Puck is dropped and play resumes. Less than a minute to go now here in regulation. Tries to feed it over to Hamilton. The Devils cross the line and gain the zone. And that's all she wrote on this one as we are in the books. Ray, what do you make of that pushback tonight?
I loved it. I thought there were a couple of times they were up on two wheels, but they were able to fight through and get themselves into the series. Now they trail 3-2.
Welcome back to EA Sports. The final frame looms here as the officials set to drop the puck on period number 3. It's been a total mismatch here as we get underway for the third. Let's see if anything changes. Ray Ferraro is at ice level. They scored! What's something?
It is, and now you can build on it. I mean, prior to that, James, what were they going to build on? Nothing. They were out of the game. I don't think the goaltender gets a look at this at all, James. He just drops into the butterfly. He's hoping the thing hits him through that traffic.
New Jersey's still got to find 2 more goals, but they at least have 1 back.
That gives them a little bit of hope, and the bench seems to have come alive a little bit.
Hughes wins the draw. Moves it to Ovechkin. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. Passes on over to Necas. Looking to set up offensively. He almost lost it for a second there, but regains control of the puck. Quick feed to Ovechkin. Moves into the slot. How did he stop that one?
That's flat-out reaction, James. That puck is coming at the goaltender from the low slot. There's not much time to think. Position, reflexes, save.
Here's a short pass to Slavin. Down the left wing and into the offensive zone. A chance in front. Big save. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play.
Bunting's point streak has been a thing to behold. You start to get superstitious on a run. You do everything the same, you wear the same suit all the time.
Quick pass across to Kubalik. Sends a pass over. Wrist shot from the slot. And he gets in front of it to block it. Carolina's working the transition through the middle of the ice. And he regains control of the puck. Takes it to the front. Quick pass to Hughes. Right through center and into the offensive zone. Scores! And there's the hat trick! And I can't imagine too many hats flying for this one tonight, Ray.
No, I don't think there's going to be any unless his parents are up there. 3 goals, though, wherever it is awesome. This is how you create the offense. I mean, you can't be digging the puck out of your skates all day. Tape to tape, off you go. They can't recover defensively, and it ends up in the net.
New Jersey's third period deficit suddenly doesn't seem so insurmountable now.
You can almost see the difference in the bench and the body language. They know they've got a chance.
Kotkaniemi's gained possession inside the neutral zone. The Devils have it against the wall. And pokes the puck loose inside the offensive end. Picked up along the boards by Bratt. Carolina's got it behind the net. Moves it quickly over to Bach. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. On the attack along the boards. Oh, what a stop by Blackwood. The Devils have played the puck from behind the net. Angles it over to Ovechkin. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by D'Angelo.
The Hurricanes continue to chop the ice in half on their opponents. They take away space. They take away the passing lanes. They turn the puck over. Now they want to generate some offense in a really tight game.
Carolina's got the puck. Dishes it to Jarvis. Coming down the left wing and into the zone. The Hurricanes will play it against the wall. The Devils take possession in the defensive end. New Jersey's got the puck at center. Here he is from the slot. Scores! The captain comes through!
When you get into this position, that puck's got to be off your stick in a hurry. You don't have much time to think about it.
New Jersey's made this one a fun one for the stretch drive, all evened up in the third.
It's never easy chasing the game. They've found a way to get the equalizer and now shorten the game right out.
Moves the puck along the half wall. And that's blocked. And now it's grab by Natchez. Gaining momentum up along the side. New Jersey's got the puck along the wall. Into the offensive zone. Oh, they couldn't connect on the play. From in close. Scores, and they go up by one.
Tied no more. That's a big goal to be able to take the lead. Aside from the velocity of this shot, James, I think the release is so quick, the goalie's not set, and he gets beat.
The Devils are up by one. You don't like the term protect a lead, though.
I hate it, James, because that means you're just inviting the other offense into your zone. Play it up the ice. It's way easier to defend 150 feet from your net.
Scored by number 8, assisted by number 6.
Takes a shot. Comes up with the stop. Varlamov's going to cover it up. He's been busy tonight, Ray.
And been good. A lot of times you get busy and worn down. I think that's why you jump on it, freeze it in a close game.
Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop.
New Jersey's top line is one of those lines I just love to watch play. When they get it rolling, it seems like they're unstoppable. Shift after shift, they're the most dangerous players on the ice.
The Devils gain possession along the wall. From the right side, they gain the zone. And a stick in the lane deflects that one away. Varlamov's on top of that for the whistle.
Pretty quickly on top of it to kill the play.
Hughes has won the draw. They'll go to work offensively. And that's deflected off someone in front. Carolina's got the puck along the wall. Moves it to Ovechkin. He's got a step. Big time stop on the break.
Goalie came out, matched the shooter's speed, and shut down the chance. Ovechkin's got the puck now. He had the go-ahead goal earlier.
Carolina's got a hold of it along the wall. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Gets the puck in deep. New Jersey's got control of it now from their own end.
Ovechkin's had his own way tonight. It seems every time he gets the puck, it ends up in the back of the net. The crowd has had enough. No more, they're telling him, as they continue to boo him every time he touches the puck.
Handles the pass. From one point man to another. Denies the shooter on that play.
The goalie had to be sharp there, James. That's a top-notch chance right in the middle of the ice.
Centers glide into the dot as a face-off ready to resume play. The Devils will go to work here in the offensive zone. Oh, some fans thought that was in, but that went off the side of the net. And he gets just enough to keep it out. Puck grabbed by Brock. Here he is in close. And that goes off a body. The Hurricanes are across the line and into the offensive end. Good reach of the stick to knock the puck away.
The players and media keep talking about the expanded skill in the game today.
Scores! The captain delivers!
I think the goalie gives up on this a little quick, James. I mean, the screen's there. He's got to fight for a sight line instead of just trying to rely on his positioning and hope the puck hits him.
The Devils now with that 2-goal lead. How does that change things here in this third period?
Well, now as it gets late, James, they can really manage the puck well. Don't have to take any chances with it.
Carolina's got a hold of it against the wall. Quick feed to Kubalik. Takes the feed. Wicked slap shot! Oh, quick save!
Blackwood's taken away all of the rebound possibilities by putting that puck in the corner.
Puck scooped up by Natchez. Oh, he had the right idea, but couldn't make that play with the pass. Here's a short pass to Bratt. Great pass from out the right side. Denies him! Carolina's in transition. And that's knocked away in the defensive end by Smith. Look out, a 2-on-1. And that one's denied. And he takes the feed. And he gets just enough of it to keep it out for the back of the net. Can't find his man. The Hurricanes are in transition. New Jersey's got it in the neutral zone. Moves it to the middle. Quick pass to Necas. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Great use of the stick in the defensive end by Smith. Into the attacking area from the left side. Quick pass to Necas. Puts it on net. Pad save. He's on it tonight. Blackwood's on top of the puck, and that'll stop the play.
Pretty conservative play here, James, as he covers it up to kill the play.
Goalie on the bench, and the extra tacker's out for a much-needed goal.
You practice this, you're ready for it, and it starts with the face-off.
Coming up on the final minute of regulation time. Hamilton's moving the puck through his own zone. All alone! And there it is, the empty net goal.
Well, that'll put a bow on this one. A solid performance, and once you punch in that empty net, or everybody can take a little bit of a breath.
Some last-second communication before both teams get ready to drop the puck here. Carolina's won the draw. They take possession here in the open ice. Couldn't make the connection on the play. New Jersey's got it in their own zone. Fires it on net. Glove save. Varlamov's on top of that one for a whistle.
A little bit of traffic starting to form around the net.
Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Dishes it to Kubalik. Across the line along the left wall. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. New Jersey's gained the line and into the zone. Moves it to the middle. He scores! What a goal!
That pass is perfect. I mean, James, I think you could probably receive that thing. It's right in the middle of the blade, flat and crisp. Off they go.
New Jersey's added to their lead here in this third period. It's been nonstop.
I like how they've scored and then gone after the next one, James. They've had their foot down on the gas pedal the whole night.
And that's all she wrote for this series. Such an intense battle, and they're moving on winning this one.
Way more satisfaction winning a series than anything in the regular season. Now you get to keep playing.
Love the sportsmanship, love the respect, but it can't be easy at one end.
No, it's really a great tradition that has grown in the sport, but when you're going through that and realize that your season is over, you are flat. You're out of air.
Well, hope to see you down the road real soon as we say goodbye here from ringside tonight. From all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cybulski. Good night. Here in the late goings of the period, we are all tied up in this one. Less than 60 seconds to play in this tight one. Moves the puck up to Bunting. Feeds it to Ovechkin. Coming to the slot. And that's off target as it hits a body. Puts it in deep. New Jersey's got the puck along the boards. Looking for space inside the D zone. Maintains possession. Shot! Too much congestion in front. Pokes it away to keep the pressure on. The Islanders gain the zone. Slick feed. Unleashes a rocket. There's the horn, and regulation concludes. We are off to overtime. Both teams will get set to drop the puck and try to pick a winner next. The puck is dropped. Next goal wins. Some good stick work to force that turnover. Here they come on the attack. And that shot dives in traffic. Fails to find the open man. Oh, and it stays out as he gets a piece of that one. Here's a shot. Oh, it goes right up the post. And look at this. All sorts of pressure here building. And there's the whistle as the goaltender will hang on and give his team a breather.
Severson's starting to squeeze the stick a little bit here. He's been a while without a point.
The centermen glide into position. New York's got possession here in their own end. The Islanders have it now. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Pasternak. The Devils gain control of the puck against the wall. Turn the side. Scores! Overtime! What a night! And what a way to cap it off! Ray, you know who loves a winner?
Everybody loves a winner. Salute the fans, salute the players. This is a good scene.
For my broadcast partner, Ray Ferraro, my name is James Cybulski. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night. Here in the later stages of this period, the Islanders lead it 4-3. The Devils win the draw here in the neutral zone. And now he tries to get it across to Kopp. Denies him with the pad.
New Jersey's really grinding on this game. They want to get this game back to even, but that shot off the post won't help them.
The Islanders pick up steam and are on the attack.
I like this play here. It's a boring play, but it's the right play. Your team's up. It's the last part of the game. Get it going forward.
Now that's out of reach motion out of the offensive zone. That opportunity's rejected.
No room for the shooter.
He scores!
What a play! I thought there was no time left, James. And they've tied the game late in the third.
Unbelievable. Teams are lined up, and we are ready to take this draw. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. To the low slot. That's gloved by Georgiev.
Nelson's point streak has been a thing to behold. You start to get superstitious on a run. You do everything the same, you wear the same suit all the time.
And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. The Devils get a hold of the puck along the boards. Slides it on over to Ovechkin. Oh, at the buzzer, a big save! And there's the horn. Regulation solves absolutely nothing, so we're going to overtime, and we'll do it next. OT should tell us who wins and who loses, and they're ready to get it underway. Puck is dropped, and OT has begun. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. The Devils have it now. Takes the feed. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Chance to win it. Oh, what a save to keep it tied. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Hughes is quick on the draw. Game on the stick. They score! They take it in overtime! Man, that was a fun one, and I'll say this, the right team won. Well, the downside in this is that this series is over. This was a lot of fun to call.
This was a lot of fun, a lot of action, a lot of physicality, but being second best stinks. This is a long off season about to start.
There is your Prince of Wales Trophy winners. Not the one they want, Ray. There's a bigger goal in mind.
What a great achievement, and this trophy signifies that. But you're right, James. It's 4 more wins away that they're already starting to think about.
Thanks so much for joining us. We had a great time. Hope you did too. For all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cybulski. Good night. The moment of truth has arrived. Overtime is set to go. It is put up or shut up. The puck is dropped here in overtime. Looks to pass it to McCall. The Avs carried along the wall. New Jersey's got possession of the puck. Moves it quickly over to Smith. Nice feed. Drives to the paint. Decides to think about it. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Looking to end it. And he denies it with a monstrous save here in overtime. Moves it to Pratt. And he takes the pass. And he slides it quickly to Smith. And that goes off, pours off a body. And he takes the feed. Takes a shot. Big time stop there. Denies him again. Sends it over to Smith. And he takes the dish. There's a save. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Looking to end it. And that's blocked in traffic. Oh, they probably want a redo on that. They are swarming around like bees here in the O-zone. Scooped up by the knee. Into the offensive end now. Manages to hang on. Oh, how did he get a piece of that? The Avs play it along the boards. Along the half wall with the puck. New Jersey's got a hold of the puck now. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. The game on the line, in on a breakaway. Wrist one. Oh, and another big stop. Quick feed to Ovechkin. Looking to end it. Oh, we are still tied. What a stop. Schen's got it through the neutral zone. Pokes it away in his own end. Smith's got control of it now behind the cage. He's got a chance to win it here. It is in overtime and taken. Wow! And these fans are on fire. They are loving it.
He must have seen a sliver of room there. He doesn't waste any time. He snaps that past the goalie and capitalizes on the breakaway.
You know, it's funny, Razor. When this thing first started, I thought it was a little gimmicky. Just here in the late stages of this frame, the Avs lead it 4-2. The Devils get a hold of the puck off the draw. Here's a short pass to Gagner. The Devils scoop it up along the boards. New Jersey's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Oh, what a pad save by Hellebuyck.
Makar's not been able to get anything going offensively. You can see the frustration bubbling up on him now.
Both teams gliding into position, and the official set to drop the puck. Colorado's got a hold of the puck. Quick pass to Makar. Colorado's playing it through the neutral zone. The Avs played along the boards. Shot! Great stop by Blackwood. Moves it quickly over to Smith. Moves the puck to Ovechkin. Here's a shot. What a stop right there.
Hellebuyck's had a solid night here. Save percentage is really good while they've built a comfortable lead.
Poked away in the neutral zone by Ovechkin. Takes it into the slot. Moves it to Ovechkin. And he takes a shot. He scores! Well, don't turn this one off yet.
Well, you better not. We're still here. If we're here, you gotta be here too. There are times I think a goalie can be just a little more patient, and this is one of them. He drops into the butterfly, and he ends up exposing the top half of the net. That puck ends up over the shoulder and into the top of the cage.
The Devils win the faceoff. Shot! Great save by Hellebuyck. Quick feed to Ovechkin. And that puck leaves the zone. Landeskog's got it in the defensive end. Hangs onto the puck. And that's broken up. And now he angles it across to Bratt. Feeds it up ahead. Takes a shot. He scores! He tied it up! He tied it up here late in the third!
Whatever's happened prior to this chance, we're right back at the start. They kept pushing away, and finally were able to get the equalizer. That's a terrific comeback for them. They've been playing from behind the entire game. They finally tie it up.
The Devils have evened things up late in the third. Does this change strategies now?
Oh, for sure it does. Coaches will shorten this bench right down. You might see players going every second shift on the way down the stretch.
Late goings of this period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Scooped up along the wall by Ferrapari. The Avs played along the wing. Slides it over with pace to Myers. The Devils cross the blue line and are on the attack. Passes it in front. And that's stopped. Hellebuyck's going to hang on for a whistle here in the third.
Well, there's not much time left here as you get into the final 20 minutes. The game's close. A mistake now would be critical.
Looks like lineups are set and they're ready to get things back underway. The frozen biscuits dropped and we are back underway here. And now it's over to Landeskog. Here's a shot. Great reflexes and another save.
The job's not done till the job's done. I mean, one save, not enough.
Trying to break free. Scores! That's 3.
I had 9 of these games. It is such a cool thing to score 3. You feel so good about yourself. Once he broke clear, he's got his head up. He reads the scene where the goalie is and beats him with the shot.
New Jersey's breathing a bit easier now here, coming up with a big goal in this third period.
Their bench was pretty excited when that goal went into the net. Now they want to continue to be aggressive and don't let the opponent start to dictate the pace.
Rantanen stick handling in his own zone. The Devils have the puck now. The Avs have pulled the goaltender here. They've got the extra attacker out on the ice in hopes of a goal. Oh, he'd like to have that pass back. Keeps hold of the puck. Moves it into the offensive zone. And he makes the save, and that had some hot sauce on that one. A chance from the slot. There's another great save. And there's the final horn, putting a bow on this one here this evening. They break the... Getting into the later stages of this period, Colorado's got a 3-2 lead at this point. Barbashev's won the draw. Donato's got it in the offensive zone. The Devils have it against the wall. The Avalanche have the puck in the defensive zone. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Comes up with the stop. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle.
Makar's used to contributing offensively. This pointless streak is not something that you usually see from him.
Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Scores!
Really good effort here to continue to push along, try and find a way to crack the defense. They've done it, and this game is tied.
Absolutely clutch! The Devils have tied things up late in this third.
Really tense finish coming up. Now you don't have much time. It's a late goal and a win, or is it pushed to overtime?
New Jersey's won it. Here's a short pass to Ovechkin. Taken by Bryant. And that banks off a stick. Inside the offensive end, now down the left. New Jersey's got the puck. Quick pass to Ovechkin. Lets it fly with the stop. Hellebuck's got the puck. Boy, he's been under fire tonight.
Been really sharp, and in a close game, you can't make a mistake that costs a critical goal.
It's a nail-biter here as we approach the final minute of regulation. There's the horn. That means overtime is looming. Both teams will refresh, and we'll come back with the drama next.
Now it's your chance to play free. Join us at our arena as the first sports and entertainment facility.
Get your overtime picks in, because they are ready to drop the puck. Here we go. Overtime's underway. Who's the hero gonna be? Oh, how did he stop that last save by Hellebuck? Great reflex on display tonight on his part. That's 3 in a row.
Sometimes you're in close, there's no room to put it anywhere. The goalie smothered it all.
And a poke check knocks the puck away. New Jersey's looking to break out. Ovechkin's picking up momentum through center. And that's broken up in the defensive zone by Girard. Wow. He scores! And overtime! They win it! They won the Stanley Cup!
Just incredible jubilation to win it, but to win it like this, they are going wild.
trophy to win in sports has arrived.
Yeah, the Stanley Cup is here. Now we'll see who gets to hoist it over their head first.
And here he comes, the captain, to collect the cup. What a story of leadership this playoff run.
Well, he's always been known as a leader, but it's his production, James, that really stood out to me in this playoffs. He leads the team in goals. He's the captain of the team. He becomes the backbone of this squad, and now he's the first to hoist the Stanley Cup.
Ray, I think to win a Stanley Cup these days, you need critical goaltending, you need big play goaltending, and they got it from him.
Well, they did, but it's really rare to win without it. And I guess when you get to this point, you have to win so many games in such a condensed period of time. Your goalie has to be sharp. He delivered.
He made plays right throughout the playoffs. Now someone's making a play to him, handing him the cup, Ray.
Man, good for him, James. I mean, what a creator throughout this playoff. You've got to generate offense, and it's hard to do in the playoffs because the games are so tight. But the leader in assists, people around him became the goal scorers.
Ray, the guys were wearing those T-shirts at the start of the postseason. No passengers. Case in point, another key contributor right here.
Well, there are people that make huge contributions and others that just have a small bit part. But when they look to you to contribute, you have to answer the bell. Here's a great example of that.
The team picture. This is something that 99 started, did he not?
Yeah, I believe it was his last year in Edmonton where they won. Called everybody together. What an unreal photo to have.
Amazed that the confidence that this athlete has, not just in himself, but with this core still. You know, 4 Stanley Cups and counting now, and already still proclaiming a desire and an expectation to win more. Like, that is bold, and that is confident with what we've seen. But quite frankly, you know, whether I want to think that this is a hot take or not, I'm not going there. Because look at what they've done. 4 Stanley Cups already. I want to bring something back to him for a second here, because I've seen a lot of people critical about his comments saying, hey, you know what? I'm not content. I want to win more cups. I want more than what I've got, and people say, oh, you're just being greedy, you're being cocky. You know what? That to me is a sign of someone who wants to win. I want athletes like that on my team. I got no problem to say that you're hungry for more. Absolutely. It's okay to be greedy as a winner. You know who likes to win? Everybody. But who's willing to go that distance? Who's willing to go that extra mile? This is not an easy league. It's the best league in the world. It's not a gimme to win every year. So it doesn't mean you have to like it if you don't win. I mean, let's give this guy some credit here, right? I mean, that's some bold, next-level stuff that he kind of came out there, got on the mic, and said, we are going to deliver a repeat performance on this. And he did, right? Like, that's some Julius Caesar stuff from history, right? Veni, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Here he is doing this, 2,000 plus years later with another Stanley Cup win. Nicely done. All right, we got a lot of people waiting to jump on the... I think we also got to bring it back here for a second and respect one of the all-time called shots, guaranteed. You think of guaranteed wins, and we've seen it over the course and in football. We've obviously seen it in hockey in New York as well. But how about this, right? To promise multiple Stanley Cups, and he's coming off a third straight Stanley Cup win, and he called it, right? He called it. That is some next level jargon. I mean, that's not jargon, that's prophetic. That's some Nostradamus stuff. To call that and back it up, man, that's some Hall of Fame comments right there in the all-time annals. Well done. All right, I want to get to the phones. We got a jammed up phone board here. The whole narrative and the expression being good in the room, right? You know, chemistry is important with a team. You know, how many times have we seen teams that are absolutely stacked with talent and they fall apart? Why? Because there was just a disconnect within the room. And I know with some reporters and some of the media members asking the kid, saying, hey, you know what, how do you endear yourself to teammates more? I don't know if there's ever really an answer. I mean, you can go out and, try to be the best player you can be. That's one way to do it. Personally speaking, I think another great way to do it is buying everybody pizza. Because, you know who likes pizza? Everybody, right?